Another day, another success story for you guys. Hi you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyotsna, and in today's video I'm going to talk about an amazing SP success story that I recently received. And also my client wanted to be anonymous. That's the reason I'm not sharing her name. But yeah, without any further delay, let's get started with the story. Hi Jyotsna, I just had to write this email because I honestly can't believe that I'm finally sharing my SP success story. About a month ago, I came across one of your Instagram reels where you spoke about becoming the most magnetic version of yourself instead of chasing someone. That one reel led me to SP Blueprint, and I'm so grateful that it did. My ex and I had been together for 8 years, but we broke up because we come from different communities, live in different states, and his family wasn't accepting our relationship. I reached a point where I chose my self respect over waiting endlessly. I walked away because I didn't want to stay in a relationship that wasn't leading towards marriage. This is a very controversial take, and I know maybe a lot of people might not resonate with it, but in reality, the person who leaves the relationship always has more power. Every relationship has its own power dynamics, and most of the time, an ideal relationship is definitely when it's equal, it's like 50-50. But obviously, in real world scenario, that's not the case. There's always one person who holds more power, and the person who holds more power is always the one who can easily leave the relationship and walk away. You understand that it was her walking away, so in a way she held more power, but at the same time she didn't want to be in a toxic situation where she wasn't getting the parents' approval, and her entire relationship was literally going nowhere because she wanted to see herself committed to him. She wanted to see herself married to him in the future. But when that future wasn't certain anymore, I think this was the right approach. So just in case you're in a similar situation like this where the future is uncertain, you don't know what to do, you've done every single thing you possibly can, but it's completely out of your control now because you can't really do anything to impress someone or get the parents' approval, then walking away sometimes is definitely a better option, because that is when people realize your worth, that is when people realize your power. So I just love that she was able to do this even without me telling her. Your course completely changed the way I looked at manifestation. It wasn't just about the techniques, it taught me self-concept, feminine energy, and even helped me understand male psychology. So she's talking about my SP Blueprint course. I will put a link for that as well if you want to check it out. It's on TopMate. It's a very short course, but it literally is packed with only value. You will know exactly what to do, exactly how to implement. You have an action plan, you have a workbook, you have my SP Blueprint ebook as well. So you know exactly what to do on a daily basis in order to become so magnetic and so attractive that your SP has no other choice but to chase you. During the 30-day no contact period, I genuinely focused on myself. I started painting again, spent more time with my girlfriends, socialized, explored new hobbies, and finally built a life that made me happy. This is exactly what I talk about in my course as well. The more you focus on yourself, the more you pour that energy of wanting him, needing him, obsessed about him into your own hobbies, your own passion projects, your own feminine energy. You're just like thriving in your life. That's when you become so magnetic that not only your SP, I won't even be surprised if other ex-partners or other random friends of yours are also instantly attracted to you and ask you out. That's the kind of miracles you see when you become so beautiful and so magnetic. The affirmation that changed everything for me was, I don't need him, he needs me. He's the one who's going to chase me. I repeated it until I believed it, and then I let go. I truly think detachment was the biggest key. Once I realized my reality was only reflecting my insecurities, everything shifted. The more secure I became within myself, the more everything around me changed. This is so true, right? Like usually we're always looking for that external validation. We usually want someone because we want to feel secure. We want to have a bright future. We want a future full of love. We want a future where you're finally building that house. You're finally building a family. Like usually it's that external validation most of the time, which is why we have desires. The more secure you are, the more love you feel internally. Automatically, you don't have to chase or worry about anything. Love finds you everywhere. In fact, I think love is the easiest thing to attract and the easiest thing to manifest, because all of us as human beings emit the frequency of love naturally. We are conscious creators, and we're literally born on this planet to give a lot of love and to receive a lot of love. So being in the frequency of love is absolutely natural and very easy to attract. The only thing you have to do is love yourself and have such a secure relationship with yourself that even if someone is walking into your life or leaving your life at any point of time, it shouldn't ruin your self-concept, and you shouldn't think that you were the problem why they walked away. Even if someone is walking into your life and is leaving your life, it shouldn't affect you or change the love that you have for yourself or how secure you feel within yourself. Because there are so many times that you could go through a bad breakup, but the next person that you meet could be like your soulmate, could be like that one life-changing love story that you never anticipated coming. It suddenly comes and everything seems so beautiful. But if you were so dependent on that for your happiness, for feeling that love internally only if someone else was giving it to you, then obviously it means you don't have a good relationship with yourself. So I would recommend focusing on your internal healing, focusing on loving yourself more, because that's when you vibrate in the frequency of love. Exactly 1 month and 3 days later, he called me crying, apologizing, and telling me he would do whatever it took to make this relationship work and marry me. The biggest shock was when his mother called me herself to apologize and tell me she fully accepts me now and will support our relationship. Seeing my entire reality change so quickly still feels surreal. Looking back, it really was my self-concept that changed everything. Thank you so much for creating SP Blueprint and for everything you do. You're genuinely helping people transform not just their relationships, but the relationship they have with themselves first. I'll forever be grateful. Thank you so much for the success story. This is so inspiring, and I love that you were able to manifest in just 1 month and 3 days. It's a really, really short period. I know people who've been in no contact for 4 months. I have worked with clients who have been blocked by their SP for like more than 6 months, and it has taken them a lot of time to get them back, but they were able to get them back too. And some of them actually ended up manifesting their dream partner while trying to attract their ex, which I think is again amazing. At the end of the day, I just want to say that you deserve love. You are worthy of love. You are meant to find the love that you truly, truly dream about and you desire. But for that to happen, you have to focus on your self-concept. I know a lot of manifestation coaches will tell you, do affirmations, think about him non-stop, affirm 10,000 times, affirm 24/7 for him and he'll come back. But the more you're affirming for him, the more you're missing him, the more you're staying in the feeling of not having him. That is what will expand in your reality too. Because when you affirm a lot, you're usually affirming out of fear and out of anxiety. And these are not the emotions you want to attach while you're attracting your SP. I highly recommend getting the SP Blueprint because that's where I dive deeper and explain the concepts in a way that are so understandable, and you also have actions that you can implement immediately. So I will not be surprised if you see results even in less than a month or even in less than 10 days. I have clients who literally manifested their partner proposing to them within a week or within 2 weeks of implementing everything I told them. So if they can do it, you can do it too. Check out SP Blueprint. It is on my top mate page. I'll leave a link in the description box below as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.